Have you ever noticed that the heaviest things we carry aren't actually in our hands? They aren't the bags, the files, or the responsibilities. They are the thoughts we refuse to set down. Today I want to tell you a short story that might change the way you look at your own struggles. A professor walked around the room while teaching stress management to her students. As she raised a glass of water, everyone expected they'd be asked the half-empty or half-full question. Instead, with a smile on her face, she asked, "How heavy is this glass of water?" Answers called out, ranging from 8 to 20 ounces. The professor replied, "The absolute weight doesn't matter. It depends on how long I hold it. If I hold it for a minute, it's light. If I hold it for an hour, my arm will ache. If I hold it for a day, my arm will feel numb and paralyzed. In each case, the weight of the glass doesn't change, but the longer I hold it, the heavier it becomes." The students nodded, beginning to understand. But then she went deeper. Your stresses, your worries, and your past regrets are just like this glass of water. Think about them for a short while and nothing happens. Think about them a bit longer and they begin to hurt. But if you think about them all day long, if you carry them to bed, if you wake up with them, you will feel paralyzed, incapable of doing anything. The room went silent. She looked at them and said, "Remember to set the glass down." Most of us are walking around with glass that we haven't put down in years. It might be a mistake you made at work, a toxic relationship, or a failure that happened a decade ago. We think that by holding on to the pain, we are being responsible. We think that by worrying about the future, we are being prepared. But you aren't being prepared, you are just exhausting yourself. Setting the glass down doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you ignore your problems. It simply means you realize that you cannot solve tomorrow's problems with today's exhausted mind. You cannot build a new life while holding on to the wreckage of the old one. Tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to perform a simple ritual. Visualize whatever is heavy in your life, that specific worry or regret, and mentally imagine yourself opening your hand and letting it go. It doesn't mean it's gone forever, but it means you are giving yourself permission to rest. You deserve to have a light heart. You deserve the energy to fight for your dreams tomorrow. But you can only get that if you learn to set the weight down tonight. What is the glass you've been holding on to for too long? Let it go. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who is carrying too much right now. And remember, keep moving forward but learn to rest along the way.